My entitled neighbor kept blocking my driveway because he said a single girl didn't need that much space, so I had his beloved truck towed right in the middle of his first date. I bought my first house earlier this year. It's small, but it has a nice private driveway. My neighbor, let's call him Kyle, is a middle-aged guy who thinks he owns the whole street. Since the day I moved in, Kyle started parking his massive pickup truck partially in front of my driveway. Every time I asked him to move, he'd laugh and say, "Relax, sweetheart, you drive a tiny car. You can squeeze by." He literally told me that since I didn't have a husband or a big family, I didn't need the access. I warned him 3 times. I told him, the next time you block me in, I'm calling a tow truck. He just rolled his eyes. Last Saturday night, I came home from a long shift at the hospital, and there it was. His truck was parked directly across my driveway, completely blocking me out. I had to park on the street and walk to my door. I looked through his window and saw him setting up a romantic candlelit dinner. He had a woman over, someone he'd apparently been trying to impress for weeks. I didn't knock, I didn't text, I called the most ruthless towing company in the city. Since there are no parking signs clearly posted, they arrived in 10 minutes. They hooked up his precious truck and dragged it away in silence. I poured myself a glass of wine, turned off my lights, and sat by the window to watch the show. About 20 minutes later, Kyle and his date walked out. I heard him say, "Ready to go to that Italian place? My truck is right here." He stopped. He looked left, he looked right. The panic set in. He started running in circles, thinking it was stolen. His date looked incredibly awkward standing there in her heels. She eventually just called an Uber and left him standing on the sidewalk. When the Uber drove away, I opened my window and yelled, "Hey Kyle, I think the tow yard is open until midnight if you hurry." He had to pay $400 to get it back, and I haven't seen that girl or his truck in my driveway ever since.